Hello, hello friends. I'm Professor S.U. Kakde, working as a lecturer at CSMSS Polytechnic Aurangabad. In last topic, we have studied decision-making statements. In related to that topic, we will study some programs to understand that decision-making statements. Learning outcome of this video or this lecture is to understand the general steps to write any program. Next, use decision making statement. What is the use of decision making statements and how to use that decision making statements? Write and execute program using decision making statements. And from this video or this lecture, you can develop your programs by using your logic. Many programs can be developed by using your logic. First point is that how to write or what are the steps to write program. So you have to divide your program in 7 steps. First step, you have to write your header files required in your program. For example, stdio.h, conio.h, math.h. These are the header files. As per requirement, we have to include that header files in your program. Then program starts with main function. You have to include compulsory main function in your program. Third step, you have to declare or initialize required variables in your program as per the requirement. Fourth step, we have to accept a data from user that will be required for calculation purpose. Fifth step, we have to do logical operations or calculations that we have to display in sixth step. If required, we can add your own functions that is known as sub functions or user defined functions. These are main steps involved in any program. So while writing program, don't get confused. Go step by step. You will write easily your program. For example, write a program to display whether entered number is even or odd. First step is that we have to include your header files, that is hash include stdio.h and hash include conio.h. Next step is to include a main function. We can go previous slide and see that what is the main function or what are the steps to include in a program. First header file, second main function. Third step is declare or initialize a variable that are required. We have here a number because we have to find whether entered number is even or odd. We have to accept a data for that number. So third step is enter a number to find whether it is even or odd. We have to store that number using scanf in a variable num. Here you are looking for CLR SCR function. That function clears previous output displayed on the output screen. That function definition is stored in a header file conio.h, and printf and scanf definitions are stored in stdio.h. So we have included two files. Third step is calculation or logical part. So we have to make a logic how to find whether a number is even or odd. That even number means that numbers are divisible by 2. That means remainder after division by 2 should be 0. That we are checking num modulus 2 is equal to 0 or not. So if that num mod 2 is equal to 0 means remainder is 0. That means the number is divisible by 2. If this condition gets true, we have to print that percent d is even number. Percent d means entered number will be displayed in place of percent d. Else that Else part means false statement part. False statement means false condition get executed, then else part will get executed. Means number is not divisible by 2, then else part will get executed. That means number is odd or percentage is odd number, because in the place of percentage your number will get displayed. Getch function is used to hold the output on the output screen, and that function definition is stored in a conio.h header file. How this function or this program can be written in 6 steps. A sub function is not used in this program because we don't need that function. First is header file stdio.h and conio.h. Second is main function. Third is variable declaration, that is num. Fourth is accept data, that we are storing one number. Fourth is logical part, and we are displaying the output in same logic and output display. So this is the first program we are seeing in the if else statement. Second program is before second program, see the output. We get on output screen, enter a number to find whether it is even or odd. We have to enter any number. I have entered 23, so message will be automatically displayed 23 is odd number. You can try yourself by giving different outputs after execution of the program, so that your concept will be clear what will be the output of that program. Just give you input 32 155 or 231, or if you want any other input, you can give that. Next program is to print whether entered number is positive or negative. So you should know that what is meaning of positive and what is meaning of negative. Positive numbers means the numbers which are greater than 0, means 1 2 3 etc., are the positive numbers, and the numbers which are less than 0 are negative numbers. 0 is neither positive nor negative number. We should clear that concept. First step is include header files as usual. Next we have to include a main function. Then we can include required variables. That is, here also we require one number, because we have to find just it is positive or negative. This function is used clear screen to clear the previous output on the screen. Then we have to accept one number. So first of all, we are displaying a message that enter a number to find whether it is positive or negative. Next, clear screen sorry, scanf. Scanf is used to store that number in a number variable, nvm variable. And that is the next logical part. If nvm is greater than 0, then it should be positive. That message is displayed percent is positive number. If number or nvm is less than 0, then it is negative. Next, if both of these conditions are false, then that number should be 0. That means the number is neither positive nor negative. Here we have used else if ladder. That means multiple if statements are used: if, else if, else. In else if ladder also we can use if, else if. Number of else if can be used as per your requirement, and lastly else should be used. Output. For example, same input I have given. Enter a number, find whether it is positive or negative. 23. 23 is positive number. You can try yourself by giving minus, means negative 99, 0 or 121. These are different inputs given. You can also give by your own and try yourself. This is your task. Next is write a program to find whether entered number year is leap year or not. This is also very important concept, leap year or not. That program can be done multiple ways, in a multiple ways. So I have done it in using lcf ladder only, where I have included header file. Next, included main function. Program start with your main function. One variable is included, that is y, to accept year, and that is stored in a variable y. Enter a year to find whether it is leap year or not. We have to store that year, entered year, in y variable. Scanf %d and y. First, we have to understand the concept what is leap year. If the year is divisible by 400, that years are leap years. That means we have to print that % is leap year. But if the year is divisible by 400, but it is also divisible by 100, then that years are not a leap years. Then next condition is, if that years are divisible by 4, then that years are leap years. Otherwise, not leap year, means if a year is not divisible by 4, then the years are not leap years. Here we have to understand one concept. If else is executed as first condition gets true, then second is not checked. If second condition gets true, then third is not checked. If only first condition gets false, then only second condition is checked. That means if y mod 4 means the year is divisible by 400, then directly the year gets printed, that is leap year, although it is divisible by 100, because we are not checking for the divisible by 100. Once it gets condition get true, that y mod 400 is equal to 0. If year mod 100 is equal to 0, that means year is divisible by 100, then we are not checking that it is divisible by 4 or not, because if it is divisible by 100, then it should be not leap year, or it should be printed that it is not leap year. Every year which is divisible by 100 except it is divisible by 400, that are not leap year. So this is the concept. So just check some outputs. Enter a year to find whether it is leap year or not. I have entered 1900. 1900 is not leap year, because although it is divisible by 4, but it is divisible by 100. The years which is divisible by 100 are not leap year, except that are divisible by 400. You can try yourself by giving some inputs like 2000, 2004, 1996, anything you can give, any year you can check. So lastly, to understand the concepts of if else or decision making statements, solve some questions given below. First question I have given, what, write program to find smaller number among two numbers. I have given you a program of finding greater number. You can find smaller number. Next, second question is, write a program to display whether entered number is divisible by 6 or not. Just you can give number modulus 6 is equal to 0 or not in if. And third question is, write program to display whether person is senior citizen or not by accepting age from user. If the age is greater than 60, that means 61, 62 and above are senior citizens. We have to display that person is senior citizen or not by accepting the age. Thank you. For any query or any question or any doubt, you can email me or you can WhatsApp me on the number shown on the screen. Thank you.